So I had a subscriber ask me how I made this, and so I'm going to show you right now. It's Lynn called L&J Goods, and yeah, and I learned so much from her. I love her artwork and her style, and so I'm just going to show you in what I do, and I'll link her projects too. So I found, so I have this scrap wood from some of my other projects that I thought would be perfect. This is a good size, but then I found this, and this is a piece of, like, I think it was maybe base molding. I bought it at Habitat for Humanity and ended up using most of it for a faux fireplace I made. And I think I'm gonna hang it up like this. It'll be really cute and add some decorative detail at the bottom. So that's what I decided to use. But I also have these, I bought this at the Habitat for Humanity for $3, and my plans is just to paint it and then put something over the top of it. But that is a really good place of reusing things. I have signs in my stash that I plan on reusing. What I did was I printed out, I bought a image on Shutterstock, and I printed it out on a laser printer and just used the one at work. And this one, I printed it on the reverse, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna place it on top of your board like this, and then you're gonna rub away the paper until all you're left with is the image. But I need to coat this. I need to paint it first, then I'm gonna coat it, and then I'm gonna put this on top and then wet it and start rubbing it away. So, but the thing about this is that you're gonna be left with some of the background paper. So you should probably paint your background as close to possible as whatever paper you're using. The one that I used in my living room, it was antiqued or tea washed or something, so it was a little creamier on the background, so it worked with what I was using it. And then I put it like an antique and glaze all over the top of it, so it kind of hid some of it, but not all the paper went away, and actually not all the image stayed. So that's why I think instead of using, because this is what I used last time, I used a top coat, Sweet Pickins top coat. I don't know why I use this. I think I saw someone using it one time, but I'm going to go and purchase a Decoupage medium from my favorite little stockist that sells Fusion mineral paint in Old Town Spring. And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna paint this first and let it dry, and then while I'm gone, go get that. So let's paint it. I'm gonna use Dixie Belle's drop cloth because I think it's pretty close to that. Well, it's not white, but I think it'll be okay, because I'm not gonna use this image. I'm going to use the larger one and then put that on there. And I think that'll be okay, because I can probably cut as close to the image as possible. Sorry. On there. And that will be this way. And what I think I'm gonna do is, after I painted it, I'm gonna do a grain, what is it called? Ticking stripe? Grain sack stripe in French blue, or maybe that pretty blue that's in the powder room, across here, and then put my Rooster image over the top of it. I think that'll look cute. And then I'm gonna, and then you'll see what I'm gonna do later. So in my mind, this all works out perfectly, but like I said, in the other one, I ended up having to go over it with some watercolors because my image washed away. So that's why I'm going to go to get a different decoupage medium. to go pick up my my Decoupage and Transfer Gel, and I'm gonna put that on here next. But I don't know if this is what I want to do. I think it is still. I'm gonna try this whole look. I'll do that. But look at how pretty this is. I picked this up. It's recycled decoupage papers. Look at how pretty that is. It is called Blue Wings. Look at that. I might do that for my bathroom. That is so pretty. But they also have transfers. The new IOD transfers came in, and those are beautiful. This is what I'm gonna do for this project. Okay, so let's see here. That's what I do, right? I'm going to put that in the center. If you don't have a stencil for a project like this, you can always tape off your lines. You don't have to spend very much money on something like this. There is some bleed through, but that's okay. I'm gonna put this on top of it after this dries, and I'll sand it down too. So it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Once that's dried, I will put this Decoupage Transfer Gel on the top of it. We'll give this a shot. Cut out. Let's let this dry. Look how cute that's gonna look. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to apply my Decoupage and Transfer Gel liberally on here. I think that some of my legs came off onto the creases here, so just be liberal. You don't want it to be cakey, but you want enough of the gel to be on here. So you can see I have a good amount on, and I just want to smooth it so that it's not all lumpy. I'm just going to put a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to take my image and I'm going to, on the image side, put a thin layer of the Decoupage Medium on it. And then you're going to put your image face down. And then you'll use a credit card. You'll use an old gift card to smooth it out from the outside. From in out, because you don't want to grab onto the paper as you're I was going to just print it out, but I think this will work. I'm still going to use this. You don't have to go in and out of all the letters. The thing is this is a transfer, and what we're going to end up doing is rubbing away all of the paper. If I were doing this again, I would print this, but I don't have a laser jet printer here at home, and I'm going to be on vacation next week, so I don't want to wait. I'll just use this right now, try and get it to be as close to the board as possible, get all the air bubbles out of it. That's okay. It's two separate letters, words anyway. Okay. And now I'm going to get a towel and rub away the rest of the... So now I will just take away the rest of the transfer gel with just a wet towel, well, moist towel. So what we need to do is let this dry for 24 hours. We'll come back to it tomorrow, and then we'll start rubbing away the paper. Okay, so the next part is, once you know that this is dry, you get a sponge. Now, the one that she uses in her demonstration is similar to this, except it's like a square sponge, but I found these at Dollar Tree, and I just happened to have them already, so I thought, oh, it looks just like her, so I'm using it. I don't think I used this the last time. I think I used just a rag, but you want to get it damp. You don't want it wet. So you're gonna squeeze out most of the water. You just want it damp. Because the trick is to just apply light, not even a lot of pressure, but just want to get it so that you're rubbing off the top of the, see, I'm not applying any pressure at all. So you're rubbing off the paper on the top. So that the image from the paper is what's left behind. And it might be a little bit cloudy, but you just keep rubbing it off, and we'll get to that part in a second. But if you can see, I am rubbing it off. I can see the image below it. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed that shirt is stained. I didn't even notice it until this video was almost done. So anyway, I apologize. You can do this with pretty much any type of, with any image, as long as you print it on a laser printer. The inkjet, apparently, I haven't done this, but it leaves the ink behind, or the ink smears or something like that. So remember, apply light pressure and just keep rubbing away. You're going to remove each layer of paper until you get to the image itself. So if you have to move to another section because you feel like you need to let it dry a little bit, go ahead and do that. You can come back to that section again later. You can see here the image is really coming through. There's just a little cloudiness from the paper that's left behind, but once you let it dry, you can rub your fingers over it lightly and it'll start balling up that paper residue. Look at how cute that is, and it says Les Toilettes. So I'm going, if you can't really probably see it very well, but there is some of the paper still left on here, and if I keep rubbing on it, you can see that the paper is still coming off. So I'm going to keep rubbing on it. There's places up here where the paper can come off. You know, I just noticed that my shirt is filthy. I grabbed this when I was walking my dog this morning, and I didn't realize it was stained, so I apologize. But I keep these shirts for projects. And I don't even remember which ones I have that are project shirts. That's why I need my closet organization. So anyway, let me finish rubbing away some of this residue. I like it. It looks really nice. I don't want to keep rubbing too much, because it looks like there are some paper residue there, but I don't want to start rubbing away at my image, so. But it doesn't look as cloudy, which is nice. And all I'm left with is with the ink from the image. Next, I'm just gonna put the top coat on it. I think when I put the top coat on it, maybe it'll keep it in that wet state forever. It's just a little cloudy, but you know, you don't really notice it when it's hanging up on the wall, so. I like it. Let me put the top coat on. It looks super cute in here. I do have to say, I really like the way that these things turn out. Give it a shot. I mean, this hardly costs me anything. I was thinking how cute this would look with all the colors in my kitchen, but maybe not with the red toilette sign. And, you know, I think it's just the right size. I guess I could have done it a little bit bigger, but I mean, I didn't know that I was going to use this one whenever I printed that, but look how cute it looks. Very, very chic. All right, well, I'll let it dry and we'll hang it later.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine?